Welcome to the next part of the Polin Shawl. Today I'm going to show you part 6, which is called Secret Adoration. And this is row 41 to 43, so it's just 3 rows. I think that we are in fact only 8 rows from finishing. For part 6 I'm going to use my color Coral again, and we are going to work row 41 on the right side. I'm attaching my yarn facing the left side because then the little bump of my knot will be facing inwards. So to start off with row 41, chain 3 and flip your work to the right side. Make a double crochet in the first stitch, working over your yarn tail. Then front post treble around the next stitch. A double crochet into the next stitch. Then a front post treble around the next, and this is our repeat. Double crochet, front post treble, double crochet, front post treble, and I will continue doing that. I'm going to see you at the tip of our shawl at the center. So I've repeated the sequence of 1 double crochet, 1 front post treble, in total 87 times, which gives me 174 stitches. And now I am right here where the center space is, the chain space. In that chain space I'm going to make 1 double crochet, chain 2 and 1 double crochet. And and now I'm going to repeat the sequence again, but mirrored. So we are going to start with 1 front post treble, and then a double crochet, then a front post treble around the next stitch, and a double crochet, and repeat this 87 times in total, which gives you another 174 stitches on this side, not counting the double crochets in the center. So in the end you should have on either side 175 stitches and 1 chain 2 space. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to see you at the end of row 41. Here we are at the last 2 stitches, so I'm going to make my front post treble, and the last stitch is a double crochet. So here we are, we've just finished row 41. For row 42, chain 3, flip your work over to the wrong side, First we're going to make an increase in the first stitch by making 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And now if you just check on the other side, next would be your front post treble stitch. So what we're going to do is to make a back post treble into that post stitch. And then after that comes the double crochet, and that's the sequence: back post treble, double crochet, back post treble, double crochet, and repeat this until we are reaching the center, where I'm going to see you again. So back post treble around that post stitch, double crochet into the double crochet stitch, back post treble around the post stitch, double crochet in the next stitch. Here I am at the center of the shawl. We've started with 2 double crochets in the first stitch, and then we made 87 times a back post treble and a double crochet. And now here in the center we're going to make a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet. And next we will make the sequence of double crochet, back post treble, and do that 87 times. Then you have 1 stitch left, and in that last stitch you're going to make 2 double crochets, which is our increase at the end. And that is row 42. I'm going to make that, and I'm going to see you right at the end of row 42. Here we are at the end of row 42. I've made my back post treble, and then in the last stitch 2 double crochets. And now for the last row of part 6, we're going to chain 3, flip your work over to the right side. Now we've got the 2 double crochet stitches here. Make a front post treble around the first one, and then a double crochet in the next. And that's already our repeat. So no increase here at the beginning, just make front post treble and then a double crochet. Continue doing that, and I see you at the center. I've made all the ribbing, and we are now 2 stitches before the chain space. So I'm making a double crochet and then a front post treble around the last stitch, and into the chain 2 space we are going to make a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And now we're going to continue with the sequence: front post treble and double crochet in the next stitch, front post treble in the next stitch, double crochet in the next, front post treble, double crochet, and we're going to continue doing this right to the end, and I'm going to see you there to finish off row 43. I've done all my ribbing and I've finished with double crochet and then around the last stitch a front post treble, and now you can fasten off your color 2 color 2, and this is the end of part 5. Thank you for joining in the Cal, and I'm going to see you for the next part of the Polin shawl, which is called Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. This is part 7 of the Polin shawl, and we're going to use our color 1.